Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to dive right into a really fascinating breakdown of what actually happens inside your body when you completely eliminate sugar for 2 weeks. And it turns out this biological journey goes way, way deeper than just counting calories.
Now, what's really interesting about this question is that the transformation isn't just about fitting into a smaller pair of jeans. It's a profound, systemic overhaul of how your entire body operates from the inside out. We're literally talking about changing the very fuel your engine runs on.
So let's start with phase 1, the initial hump and beating cravings.
To understand the immense benefits here, we first have to tackle the hardest part, right? The immediate physical withdrawal. Look at this endless loop driving those intense cravings. Step 1, you consume sugar. Step 2, a hormone comes in to push your blood sugar down, which actually creates a low blood sugar state, hypoglycemia. And step 3, your body totally panics and craves more sugar to compensate. It's a trap. Quitting entirely is the only real way to break this cycle. The moment you stop, you actually lose your appetite for sugar because you're no longer triggering those massive dips.
Let's look at the timeline. The absolutely crucial point here is getting over this famous 3-day hump. When you cut carbs and sugar on day 1, you might actually experience a temporary worsening of symptoms by day 3, but push through to day 4 and something amazing happens. Your body starts building the enzymes necessary to use fat as its new primary fuel source. The secret is just surviving that short 3-day window.
And hey, the great news is, you don't even have to suffer through those 3 days. You can make this transition relatively easy, essentially symptom-free, just by supporting your system. All it takes is consuming some nutritional yeast to get your B vitamins, along with a bit of potassium. This simple trick totally smooths out the biological turbulence.
Okay, moving right along to phase 2, the great biological shift.
You've probably heard the term insulin resistance tossed around before. It happens because sugar is actually toxic in high amounts, so your body defends itself by blocking insulin to limit the sugar entering your cells. But, well, here's the catch. Insulin also transports vital nutrients, vitamins, and minerals, so your cells are essentially starving. Giving up sugar reverses this resistance. Your cells stop starving and can finally absorb the proper amounts of fuel and nutrients they desperately need. When we compare these two metabolic states side by side, the difference is basically night and day. Running on sugar leaves you with that heavy fatigue after meals, constant hunger, and a really tired brain. But on the flip side, running on fat and ketones stabilizes your hunger, energizes your brain, and optimizes nutrient absorption. You can totally see why this shift eliminates that dreaded post-meal slump. Your brain isn't weighed down by high sugar anymore. It's wide awake.
I absolutely love how the source material puts this. You have literal machines that are literally changing over to a different fuel source, because that is exactly what's happening inside you over these 14 days. At the cellular level, your body is actively building new enzymes to completely change your primary operating fuel. You're quite literally re-engineering your internal machinery.
Let's look at phase 3, visible physical transformations.
Once your cellular engines had switched over, the external rewards start appearing really fast. Get a load of this staggering number, 13. That represents the maximum pounds of pure fluid some people can dump in just the first week alone. When you eat sugar, your body retains an incredible amount of excessive water. Shedding this water weight isn't just about looking slimmer. It is removing an immense, unhealthy burden directly from your heart.
While that initial drop is heavy fluid retention, what follows right after is continuous, pure fat loss. Your clothes are going to start loosening up, especially around the midsection. In fact, a shrinking stomach is literally one of the best indicators that you've successfully removed excess sugar from your diet. If you eat sugar, the stomach expands. Reduce it and it shrinks. It really is that direct.
It's also fascinating to see the cause and effect chaining of hormones. When females consume sugar, insulin and androgens go up, which can cause issues like acne. Quitting sugar drops those levels, giving you glowing, clear skin. Now for males, increased insulin from sugar actually lowers testosterone. By dropping the sugar, hormones balance out, which resolves low testosterone issues. It's just a massive win for your skin and your endocrine system across the board.
Next up, phase 4, healing from within. We've talked about what you see in the mirror, but the most vital transformations happen where you can't see them. Look at this incredible list of head-to-toe internal healing. First, we see decreased inflammation in your arteries, which lowers your risk of clots and strokes over the long run. Second, because your body is running on ketones, you actually start supporting the growth of new nerve cells right in your brain.
Down in your liver, you start dumping accumulated fat, cleaning it out. And finally, you get greatly improved kidney function, since kidneys are super sensitive to sugar damage. The systemic reduction in inflammation literally heals you from the inside out.
And you know, this healing extends right into your mind and your daily comfort too. You'll experience an enhanced mood, a calmer demeanor, and way less physical stiffness. Because your brain is no longer exhausted by constant blood sugar spikes, your cognitive function sharpens dramatically. You'll notice improved concentration, feeling much more focused, and experiencing far fewer ADD-like symptoms. Honestly, you just become a calmer, more focused person to be around.
Finally, Phase 5, beyond the 2 weeks.
So where do you go if you want to take this challenge further? Well, the source material highlights a totally free resource to help you maintain this lifestyle, the Dr. Berg app. It's loaded with regularly updated videos, audio versions for when you're out walking or driving, mini courses, recipes, and really handy downloadable PDF resources. And all they ask in return for the whole shebang is that you try it out and leave an unbiased review.
As the source playfully points out, the proof is in the pudding, and all these health benefits are the icing on the cake. The biological benefits of this 14-day shift are absolutely undeniable. You're transforming your cellular machinery, healing your organs, and reclaiming your energy. Which leaves us with one final, deliciously ironic question for your own health journey. Are you ready to skip dessert? Give it 14 days, and you might just change your life. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.